Okay, this is problem 4.3.75. They're asking us to collect like terms. And so if we look in the problem, we see we have some x cubes. All of the x cubes are going to be like terms. So we're going to collect those. They have a common denominator of 16, and so we'll need to get the ones that don't have a denominator of 16 up to a denominator of 16. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply the 1/4 by 4 over 4. And the 1/8 is going to get multiplied by 2 over 2. Okay, so that's that's going to give us 4/16 x to the third, and 2/16 x to the third, and then 3/16 x to the third. So for the x to the thirds, we can now add the numerators together. This is 4, 5, 6, and then 3 is 9. So we have 9/16 x to the third. Okay, and that takes care of our x to the thirds, so we can cross those off. And then we need to go back and take a look at the x squareds. Because those are the same sign, we could actually just call that -1 and 1/8 x squared. But I'm not sure that they'll accept it in that form in the MyMathLab program. So let's go ahead and get a common denominator. So I'll do it right here. So this is negative x squared, and then we have minus the 1/8 x squared. So the common denominator here is 8. And so we're going to multiply the x squared by 8 over 8. So we're looking at 8x squared over 8 minus 1/8 x squared. And now with the common denominator, we can bring those numerators together. And so we're looking at negative 9x squared over 8. And that would be your answer on this problem. There's a related problem that was also asked, and so we'll do this on the same video here. Asked to collect like terms and then arrange them in descending order. So we're doing the same thing we were doing in the last problem, except in this problem we are specifically going to write them in descending order when we're done. Okay. So I'm going to start. So descending order means that we're writing things from the largest exponent to the smallest exponent in order, from largest to smallest. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the largest exponent. So that's positive 23x to the 8th minus 3x to the 8th. So that's going to give us a positive 20x to the 8th. And we can cross those off. The next largest thing in terms of exponent would be the x. So we've got a negative x and another negative x. So that's negative 2x. And we can cross those off. And then we have our constants, the 3/4 and the 1/2. And we'll need to get a common denominator here as well. So multiplying by 2 over 2 to get the common denominator of 4. So we have 20x to the 8th minus 2x. This is plus 3/4 minus, excuse me, 2/4. And so if we go ahead and add the numerators there, when I say add and there's a subtraction sign, I'm really just talking about adding a negative. It's the same idea. So this will 3 minus 2 here is positive 1/4, and that is written in descending order. So that would be it for that problem.